Training Tips Tuesday, and it's nice to have a dog, but you gotta kind of know what breed you've got and what the dog is gonna be like. And joining us today, Darrell Sherwood with That Place for Pets. So thanks for joining us today.
Hello.
All right, so you get this dog, and you know, we were talking ahead of time. Suppose you wanted a lap dog that's gonna hang with you on the couch. There's certain breeds that you know you need to avoid, right? So I mean,
correct.
You want people to know, you gotta know the breed and the kind of dog you got.
Yes, even if you're going and looking at a mutt or something at the Humane Society, take a look at the dog and then know what you're gonna get. If you want a lap dog, you're not gonna get an Australian cattle dog is one of them. You know, that's be a high energy dog that requires not only mental and physical energy. It's not gonna just sit beside you on the couch and watch TV, right? And there's nothing, there's nothing wrong with any particular breed. It's just knowing what you have, because a dog such as that, their entire life is gonna be working or doing something with them. It's not so easy as you just sit down on the couch and watch TV. And some people really need to think of that when they get a particular dog breed. That's how a lot of dogs wind up back at rescue agencies, because they didn't know what they get. Right. Sometimes, especially knowing your dog's breed, if you went to get a new dog and it was your first or second dog, I wouldn't tell you to go get a Malinois, because that's a high energy dog. That's a working dog. That's a dog you see with the police department or something along those lines, right? It's not going to be not that it can't be a family dog, but it's not going to be as cool and calm as, say, a lab or a golden, right? So just knowing what you're going to get is really important. And of course, knowing what to expect in the future, because some dogs, if you get a giant dog, then there's some specific health things that they may come attached with that. Like if you have a German Shepherd, or if you got a Great Dane, some things that are kind of common is maybe like a twisted stomach. That's a potential thing, or they have a lot of hip and joint issues and stuff along those lines. Just knowing what you're going to come into in the future is also really important, because sometimes a dog could be a lot more costly than another one.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, and what's your environment like? Like, do you have kids? Are they small or large? I mean, that a dog that, is attractive for those kind of things, you got to think about that too, I assume.
Yes, because say if you got a German Shepherd and you had little kids and the kids are running around the house and they're kind of excited, and the dog's going to get excited, and then, what extent is that going to go to? So being able to control the dog in that situation is really important. So it's just so important to know exactly the dog breed that you're going to get.
And I wonder sometimes that people think, well, I can change that, I can train them that, but I mean, I guess there's just some things within the dog, it's inherited, and you can't train them out of that, right? There
is some natural instinct. Dogs were originally bred for specific jobs, right? And even though they may not do that today, that's what they were bred for, and it's still in them, right? So some dogs were bred for herding or hunting or guarding, and that's just it's a genetic thing that's in them. So learning how to adapt to that is really important. And if you don't have the experience, it could be pretty challenging. I'm not saying it can't be done, but it would take a lot more work to get that done.
Yeah. Well, like so many things, people do their homework before they're going to buy a car or something like that. You got to do your homework before you get the dog and know exactly what you're getting.
You most definitely do.
All right, some really good advice. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you.
All right, don't go away. First Edition continues in a moment.